Hey everybody, it's Dave coming at you from the drive-thru. And you know what that means. It's time for another Dave's Mounjaro weight loss journey update. Before I get into it, if you haven't already, would you hit the like button on this video, also the bell to get notifications, and subscribe so that you get all the updates from this channel that I put out there. Appreciate each and every one of you who have already done it. As you already know, you're the best part of this channel. So I want to do this update, and I don't want to be super repetitive with my last updates because I'm starting to sound a bit like a broken record. So the only thing I'm going to repeat from the last video is that Mounjaro continues to give me the gift of being able to eat like normal people, eat normal people meals at normal people portions, and feel normal people full. That is the gift of Mounjaro. And it continues to be the gift of Mounjaro. Now, where I have been struggling, and if you've followed my channel, a lot of my video updates recently have been a lot of self-talk about how to keep motivation if you're in a weight loss stall, and also how to change things up, what tips to follow if you're hitting a weight loss stall. So I want to start right off the bat. Some people have asked me to provide updates on numbers, right? So I started the journey with my blood glucose running an average of about 140. Okay, currently my last 30-day average is going to be right around 103. So that's going to be my average glucose. And matter of fact, you know, I've actually seen on my CGM over the nighttime hours, I've seen my glucose drop into the 50s. Now it spikes right back up, but I've seen some really low dips overnight in my blood glucose, but then it seems to spike again towards morning. So anyway, 103, about the average for the last 30 days, up against the 140s when I started. So Mounjaro continues at 15 milligrams to give me great blood sugar control. I haven't been eating keto. I haven't been, I've been eating somewhat low carb, but not super strict. Again, I've been eating normal people food at normal people portions to feel normal people full. And that's what I've continued to do. Now, my frustration comes in at a weight loss stall, right? So people are going to define stalls differently, but I've been sitting at the same weight for 4 weeks. Not necessarily the same, maybe up and down a couple of the same pounds for the last 4 weeks. So I'm kind of at the point where I feel like I'm ready. Mounjaro's given me this gift of eating normal people portions and normal people food, but I'm at the point where I have to shake things up for 2 reasons, really. Because if I continue to do the same thing, I should continue to expect the same results. The second thing is to just breathe a little new life into my own journey. I've started this channel 4 months ago now. I've made a lot of videos, a lot of different topics that we've covered on Mounjaro over the last 4 months on this stream. But I do want to give a renewed emphasis to my own personal journey because I don't want to lose motivation and excitement about where I'm at in my own journey. So while the blood glucose numbers are certainly something to cheer about, the weight loss has been very flatlined for the last 4 weeks. I can't say that I've done anything different the last 4 weeks than I did the previous 12. It's just that the weight loss, given my patterns of behavior, you know, I think I've kind of maxed out what Mounjaro is going to give me without making the extra effort to just track what goes into my body. So with that said, here's a little breaking news for the man on the Mounjaro is that I am now also a man on the Weight Watchers. So of all the programs out there that I've ever tried, I feel like the most sustainable platform that I've been on has been the Weight Watchers platform. I like the way that Weight Watchers approaches food. It's a basic, simple point system. I'm still tracking everything, but I'm not so hyper-focused on macros like I have been on the other things. And while macros do play a part, for me, tend to focus on those things maybe a bit too much, and I lose the broader picture of calories in, calories out. So I'm not saying that this is the plan for everybody, and I'm not knocking any other plans that are out there. This is just simply the one that I am making a concerted effort right now to engage in and to actively participate in, to see if I can move the needle in the next 4 weeks. And I really believe that I'll be able to. So I started on the Weight Watchers program yesterday. And it's a little bit different than the last time I started. And this isn't intended to be a deep dive into Weight Watchers. I really haven't done a lot of looking into how it's changed, other than to know that it used to be like a color-coded system that I could choose a plan from. It doesn't seem like that exists anymore, although now that I'm type 2 diabetic, it may be treating me differently because it asked me if I was diabetic or not. But I'll do a deeper dive into the program a little bit later on. But what I have noticed is it's making me recalibrate my thoughts a little bit as it relates to specific food choices from meal to meal, which is probably something at this point in my journey that I'm ready for again. I talked about in my previous updates about how Mounjaro has helped me to kind of unravel some wrong thinking about food, about macronutrients, about just the way that I approach food. And I feel like I'm at the point mentally where I'm ready to incorporate a program again without letting myself become consumed by, just a small couple little facets of my diet. So I think it's really important to just mention that this isn't for everybody, and this wouldn't have been for me for the last couple of months. But I'm ready, I'm motivated to move the needle, to breathe a little bit new life into my journey. Again, I'm not complaining about 25 pounds down in 4 months. That's 1.5 pounds a week. That's great progress. That is progress that is sustained. While it may not be as fast as my brain wants it to be sometime, it is trending in the right direction. And if I can continue to trend in the right direction, then this will be the longest I've been able to sustain a weight loss journey without kind of reverting and kind of letting the pendulum swing back the other direction. So I'm excited to start this. This is kind of the new news of my journey, is that, yep, I'm doing the Weight Watchers app. I started it yesterday. My weight is at 287 as it was this morning, and that's about where I started the month at, or at least 4 weeks ago. So that's where we're at right now. I will continue to do some updates. I'll probably do some Weight Watchers specific stuff maybe at some point. I don't want it to be the focal point of this channel or the focal point even of my own weight loss journey. It's just a tool that I happen to be using right now to kind of dip my toes back in the water of taking a closer look at what I'm eating dietarily, because at some point the Mounjaro is only going to do so much with appetite suppression. And to be honest with you, it's not doing a whole lot for me in the appetite suppression mode anymore. Like I'm getting a day, maybe 2 days of noticeable appetite suppression, but it's not extreme. I still will get the benefit of, if I do overeat, I pay a pretty significant price for it in the way of just upset stomach and indigestion. So that in that way, it's kind of a deterrent from eating too much. But honestly, what it's doing for me right now is glucose control with a little bit of appetite suppression. And it's just time for me to take the next step in that journey of really focusing on what I'm eating. So the Weight Watchers thing is a tool for me that I'll be using, that I'll be updating you on somewhat. But I just wanted to give you all an update sort of where I'm at 16 weeks in, or 4 months into the Mounjaro journey. I hope this update was helpful for you, helps give a little context around what I'm doing with my own journey. I hope that you'll share a little bit about your journey. The best place to do that, honestly, right now is on the Friday Night Live videos that I've been doing. If you'd like to join, Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time, I do a live stream. Sometimes I'll have an interview with another fellow Mounjarian who's doing videos on YouTube. Sometimes my cousin Chrissy, who has started her Wegovy journey, is on there sharing a little bit about Wegovy. And we just kind of debunk some fake news that's out there, and we have a good time, and people share a little bit about their own journeys. So I hope that you'll I hope that you'll join on Friday nights for that, and you'll contribute and share your story. But share your story in the comments too here. Where are you at on your dosage? What are you noticing for appetite suppression? And what are you looking at sort of long-term to help you continue the kind of progress that you've seen, at least initially, with Mounjaro. With that being said, thank you each and every one of you who watched, who like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you especially to the members of this community. If you want to become a member, check out the description, and we'll see you on the next video.